The world was astonished when a king, infamous for his cruelty and oppression, decided to change himself. His subjects used to pray that either his throne would be taken away or that he would die. One day, the king made a surprising announcement that left everyone speechless. He declared that he was abandoning his tyrannical ways and would no longer commit injustice against anyone. He promised that justice and fairness would prevail throughout his kin. This promise earned him the reputation of being a kind and righteous ruler. For many months, he remained true to his word, and the people witnessed his fairness and generosity. They began to pray for him and praise him endlessly. However, one question remained in everyone's mind. What had caused such a remarkable transformation? Finally, one of his ministers gathered the courage to ask the king what moment had inspired such a drastic change. After a brief silence, the king took a deep breath and began his story. One day, I was riding my horse through the forest at full speed when I witnessed a scene that became permanently engraved in my mind. A hunting dog was chasing a fox. To save its life, the fox quickly ran into its burrow, but the dog managed to bite its leg, leaving it permanently crippled. The sight was disturbing, but the story did not end there. A short while later, the same dog began barking aggressively at a man. In anger, the man picked up a large stone and threw it at the dog, breaking its leg. The dog cried out in pain, but the chain of events continued. The man had not gone very far when a horse kicked him, breaking his knee and leaving him crippled for life. Then the same horse, after injuring the man, ran ahead and fell into a ditch, breaking its own leg. The king continued, "This scene shook me deeply. I realized that evil gives birth to more evil. Whenever something happens before your eyes, you should reflect on why God is showing it to you. Perhaps it is a warning against your own sins." And hearing this, an evil thought entered the minister's heart. He began thinking that now was the perfect opportunity to take advantage of the king's kindness and manipulate him for personal gain. Lost in these thoughts, he took a step forward and suddenly fell down a flight of stairs, breaking his neck and dying instantly. Thus, his own evil intentions became the cause of his death. This story teaches us a profound lesson. Evil never goes unanswered. Every sin and act of oppression eventually receives its punishment. Sometimes the consequences appear in this world, and if they do not, one should never assume that the wrongdoer has won. Justice will surely be served in the hereafter, where every action, no matter how small, will be accounted for. The king chose to abandon cruelty and embrace goodness, and the result was honor, respect, and love. We too should care for the people around us. Oppression and wrongdoing rob a person. Here's the English translation. The world was astonished when a king, infamous for his cruelty and oppression, decided to change himself. His subjects used to pray that either his throne would be taken away or that he would die. One day, the king made a surprising announcement that left everyone speechless. He declared that he was abandoning his tyrannical ways and would no longer commit injustice against anyone. He promised that justice and fairness would prevail throughout his kin.